We begin our road to the pros with Sam Miletic, where it started, in Detroit, Michigan. You've got an older brother, 7 years older, and a twin sister.
Yep.
What was life like in suburban Detroit?
It was awesome. We obviously had my twin sister. We did everything together. Brother's a little bit older, so he was off doing his thing, and but we have a really close family, and can't say enough about the Detroit area. It's home, so I love it and love the state of Michigan. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Known as Hockey Town, USA, when did hockey really take shape for you?
I started early. I started skating around 2 or 3 and just loved it. We had season tickets to the Wings, right, and they were really good, so it was a lot of fun. It was a fun time. I was born in '97, so right when they were winning a cup, and won a couple more and got to go to some playoff games, so it was kind of ever since I could remember.
You are a forward, but you got to meet Curtis Joseph at a rather young age and even play some knee hockey with you, and also through a family friend, Mike Liut. How did you end up being a forward and not a goaltender?
I don't know. It's funny. Like, I got goalie pads for Christmas one year. I thought I was dead set on being a goalie, but I liked shooting the puck and scoring goals, and at that age, and I just stuck with it. And it was always like a dream. It was always like a fun thing to entertain, but never, I don't think, that serious.
You had the twin sister, Jessie. Did you make her put those pads on and play goal from time to time?
I tried. She refused, though. She was off playing with whatever she was playing with, or horses or whatever. But my dad and I would spend hours in the garage, and he would shoot on me, or with just a tennis ball, and I'd strap the pads up, and he probably got sick of it, how much I wanted to play. But yeah, it was mostly me and my dad doing that.
Okay, you mentioned Dad, Michael, a neuropsychologist, and he was also a 1984 Olympic weightlifter.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good combination. It can train off the ice and maybe help with the mental skills too, for a father. How big of an influence was he on you?
Oh, he's a huge influence. He's obviously, the Olympic level is kind of the highest you can go, so he's obviously a world-class athlete and just a super, super smart person.
Mom Marion is a librarian, very studious, I would assume, and that's maybe where your brother, the heart transplant surgeon, and your sister has aspirations of being a lawyer. Is that where that comes from?
Yeah, I think just our whole family was very academic. It was always, before we played our sports, we had to read our books and stuff like that. So I always had to get our homework done first, and it was always school first in our household. I just kind of found hockey and fell in love with it. So. But yeah, I guess our whole family kind of academic. I was the odd man out with playing hockey. So
much hockey in the Michigan area, and you played AAA hockey, then went on to Cranbrook Prep to play. That is basically a stud athletic program, all sports, right? What was it like to play in that environment?
It was a lot of fun. It's a very good school too, obviously academically, and so it was a different environment than AAA. It was cool to have all your friends in the stands and watching games, stuff like that. You don't really get that in AAA too much. Mm-hmm. So it was really cool to play for my school, and I love it there. It's a beautiful place, and go back all the time in the summer, just take walks there and stuff. So I really enjoyed it.
You got the USHL in the state, you've got the OHL, and a lot of college hockey. How did you make that decision to eventually decide to go and play in the OHL?
My dad went to school in London at Western University. Mm-hmm. He's Canadian and was very familiar with the Hunters there, and they obviously have a great program and just first class all the way around. So took a visit there and kind of fell in love with it, and really glad I made that decision. It was a great 3 years playing there, and yeah, can't say enough good things about it.
What was that first season like? If you look at the London Knights roster, and you guys ran through the OHL playoffs, but to play with so many great players that are thriving right now in the NHL.
Yeah, it was cool. London seems to have those players every year, so it's just, like I said, it's an awesome place to play. You're playing with the best players at your age, and learning a lot from those guys. Just see how they do things day in, day out as a younger guy, looking at them, and you learn a ton from Dale and Mark there, but also a lot from the other players too.
All right, Sam, thanks a lot for sharing your road to the pro, and a special thanks to Diana for providing all these wonderful pictures that you saw.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, keep it up. We're back with more of our intermission.